Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for coming for another video. In today's video, we're getting ready together. I have a family event, so I thought maybe I should sit down and get ready with you, chat a little bit. And maybe if you have somewhere to go to, get your stuff and come get ready with me. So, for today, it's gonna be a long night, so I'm gonna need something to stick on my face and not move. For that, I'm gonna start with my Milk Hydro Primer, and I'm gonna add some e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm so excited. You guys, last night was so bad. I did not sleep. I went to bed at 1 in the morning. My son wakes up at 2. And then he wakes up again around 3:30, and then again at 5, then at 6. And then we're up till 7, and then he slept from 7 to 8:30. So it was a very bad night. He had a cough, and he was just crying and wanting to cuddle, and then cry, and then fall asleep, and then wake up right away. It was just a very hard night. Please don't mind my fuzzy hair. I tried so hard to calm these down. Nothing worked. If you have any suggestions for fuzzy hair, comment down below. I need help. My e.l.f., you guys know the way I like to apply a primer that's gonna close my pores. I like to dab it and dab it and dab it. Both primers are on. Before I go ahead and start with my foundation, I want to tell you that right before I sat down to start filming, I asked you guys a question on my Instagram if there's anything you want to ask me about or anything you want me to talk about, and I saw 2 questions. Both of them were about skincare. So skincare is something so personal, I feel like, and I'm not an expert. I'm not that good at taking care of my skin, I feel like, as you guys can see. I do my best. I have a baby to take care of, so most of the time there's no time for my skin. All I can say is SPF and drink water and moisturize. This applies on all skin types. So SPF, moisturize, and drink water. Water. It's so good for your skin. And then if you have dry skin or oily skin, this is when it's gonna be so different, and I guess you have to find an expert to help you when it comes to that. Anyways, for foundation, I'm gonna use my Anastasia Luminous Foundation. I love the finish of this. It's so good, but I have to touch it up after like 6 hours. It's gonna need a touch up. But I love the finish. I love how it looks on my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. My foundation and my eyebrows are on. So now it's time for concealer. For concealer, I'm gonna use my NARS concealer. I like this one a lot. It's very long wearing and it's pretty. Okay, so this is something I have never talked about before. I don't like to, and it's kind of hard for me to talk about it, but I was watching a video today and I felt like I need to mention this. For those of you who don't know, I'm from Syria. I'm Middle Eastern and I'm from Syria. I moved to America about 3 years ago. Yeah, it's been 3 years. And so 3 years, that means I lived the war and I've seen it all. But what inspired me to talk today is that a video I watched on YouTube. This lady went to Syria to show how is it like to be a tourist in Syria in 2019. And it made me cry, it made me happy, and it made me want to go back. So I just wanted to mention this. I really urge you guys to go and watch the video. I'm gonna link, she made 2 videos. I'm gonna link them in my description box. Go watch them. And that's it. On this channel, we will never talk politics. We will never talk about anything politics related. But if you have any questions or you want to hear story time about stuff I saw there or things I've been through, feel free to ask me, and I can do a story time video sometime soon. I really love how she showed the good and the bad. She showed that people are building and are trying to rebuild their life, rebuild their homes, and they're trying to have a normal life. So I urge you guys to go watch her videos. I forgot her name, but I'll link the videos in my description box. And now we bake. For baking, I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier loose powder. For eyeshadow primer, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit today. I've been stuck to my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Today I'm gonna use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And it's the original. The thing about this eyeshadow primer is when you apply it, you'll have to wait for it to dry out before you move your eyes or apply your eyeshadows. But I like it. It's a good eye primer. But that's the one downside about it, that you need to make sure it dries out. Because if it doesn't dry out and you open and close your eyes, it's gonna crease. So be careful. Okay, now it's time for eyeshadow. Today I'm gonna do something a little different from what I usually do with eyeshadows. And I'm gonna use my Anastasia. That's not a different thing. That's not the first time I use my Anastasia X Jackie eyeshadow palette. But the way I'm gonna do my eyeshadow, it's gonna be different. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with the shade Ginger. It's this one right here. And I'm gonna apply it right here. Okay, now that ginger's on, I'm gonna go with edges. And I'm going to apply it in my crease. Also, you guys, the one thing I wanna mention is whenever I come out and make a video about makeup, I've never claimed that I'm a professional makeup artist or that listen to me and do whatever I say that you should do, or I know better than you, or that's the way to do it and there's no other way. No, makeup in general is personal preference. You should like the way you do your makeup. Just do it the way you like to do it. Do it the way you're comfortable in doing it. Don't listen to anybody if they say this looks good on you, this doesn't look good on you. Makeup is about feeling good, feeling beautiful, loving the way you look, the way you apply your makeup. So I'm just here because I love makeup and I love filming, I love editing, I love being on YouTube. I'm liking this, and that's it. Back to blending.
Nobody else, nobody else, nobody else.
I'm gonna go back to the first brush that I used and blend these two colors together just to soften the look. Okay, here we are, we're done. I'll see you in my next video. Just kidding. Okay, moving on. Today we're cutting the crease. To cut my crease, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I love this concealer a lot. It's a very full coverage concealer, and it's sticky, so it's good for cutting the crease. And I'm in the shade Medium Sand. Grab this flat brush. I know I was holding another brush, but I changed my mind. I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna take some of the concealer on my brush like that. You should always take your time when cutting your crease. Don't rush, and take your time. Is it nerve-wracking? Yes. Am I the best at it? No. Anyways, this is what we have for now. I'm gonna do the other eye and I'll be back. Now, after I cut the crease, I'm gonna go ahead with the shade Soleil, I think. And I'm gonna apply it all over my eyelid, all the area that I filled in with concealer, just like that. Now I'm gonna go back to this brush and I'm gonna go back with the shade Edges, and I'm gonna blend the edges. Okay guys, now it's time to add some fun to our look, and by that I mean I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty Melted Eyeshadow. I like those a lot and I think they are so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I'm gonna use the glittery side, this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of draw a line between the thing I have going on right here, just like that. Okay, here's my line. I really like it. For eyeliner, I'm gonna use an eyeshadow today to apply my eyeliner, and by that I mean the Credit, this dark brown shade by the same palette. Oh my god. And for that I'm gonna grab this very thin brush by e.l.f. It's a small angled brush, and let's see.
Nobody else, that outside. Nobody else, and that from you. Nobody else, that outside. Nobody else, and that from you.
Here's my brown eyeliner on. You guys, I think this looks so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on the other side, and I'll be back. Okay, my winged liner is on and it's beautiful. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and buff out the loose powder because it's about time. I'm gonna keep my lower lash line simple since there's all these going on the eyelid. I'm gonna go with the color Ginger, the lightest color that I started with, and just apply it on my lower lash line. For my brow bone on my inner corner, I'm gonna go with this palette by Tarte. I got this one in my BoxyCharm, and I'm going to go with this shade for my brow bone. For my inner corner, I'm gonna go with this gold shade. Now off camera, I'm gonna go apply my eyelashes and I'll be back. Okay, you guys, eyelashes with mascara are on, if you can't tell. I'm running a little late, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm gonna use for the rest of my face with some music, so enjoy!
Nobody else, that outside. Nobody else, and that from you. Nobody else, that outside. Nobody else.
Okay, the name of the lip liner is Fading. So this is the vintage lip liner, and I don't know what shade it is, but it is what it is. So good. Gonna set the face. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, give me your opinion. I know it was all over the place. I talked about 2 different things and I brought up stuff that I usually don't talk about, but comment down below. I like to hear your suggestions and I'll see you in my next one. And of course, subscribe. Bye.